The letter looked official. That was the first red flag. Bold header. HOA seal, legal tone. It stated that, effective immediately, all garages within the community were now classified as shared use association spaces. Homeowners who wished to continue parking in their own garages would be required to pay $150 per month in rental fees. I read it twice. Then a third time. They were trying to charge me rent for the garage attached to my house. When I bought the property 3 years earlier, the garage had been one of the selling points. 2-car, insulated, wired for tools, perfect for my truck, and the small woodworking setup I'd built over time. It wasn't separate. It wasn't communal. It was physically connected to my home, so I pulled out my property deed. There it was in black and white. Residence, driveway, attached 2-car garage, privately owned structure. Still, I didn't assume bad intent. I called the HOA office. There must be a mistake, I said calmly. There is no mistake, the manager replied. The board voted. Garages now fall under association control. Payment is mandatory. Mandatory, I refused. Within a week, I received a notice of non-compliance, then daily fines, then a warning that a lien could be placed on my home if unpaid garage rental fees continued to accumulate. That's when I stopped treating it like a misunderstanding. I hired an attorney. He reviewed the HOA bylaws, the county statutes, and my deed. His conclusion was simple. The board had no authority to reclassify privately deeded property without unanimous owner consent and a formal amendment recorded with the county. In plain terms, what they were attempting bordered on fraud. He sent a cease and desist letter demanding they withdraw the policy immediately. Instead of backing down, the HOA sent me an updated invoice, now including late fees. That's when I decided to change tactics. I contacted a local news station. A week later, a camera crew stood in my driveway while I explained how my homeowners association was attempting to charge me rent for my own garage. I held up the violation letters on camera. I showed them the deed. The story aired that evening. It exploded. Neighbors began knocking on my door. Some admitted they had quietly paid the fees for months, even years, assuming the board must have legal authority. One elderly couple told me they had paid nearly $3,000 in garage rent because they feared losing their home. Public reaction was swift. Social media lit up. Legal analysts weighed in. Questions poured into the county offices. Within 2 weeks, the county announced a formal investigation into the HOA's conduct. The board was ordered to immediately suspend all garage rental charges. Then came the real blow. They were required to refund every dollar collected under the policy. Thousands returned to homeowners. At the next association election, multiple board members were voted out by a landslide. The policy disappeared overnight. These days, my garage functions exactly as it should. As part of my home. I park my truck inside, I build shelves on weekends, I pay exactly $0 to use property that legally belongs to me, and every time that garage door rolls shut, I'm reminded of something important. Sometimes the only reason a rule exists is because no one challenged it until someone finally does.